Hello all. It's been a while since I've done a lot of these videos, and I'm getting a little bit behind on them, but it's just can't be helped. Too many things going on and too slow of a system to try and it takes so many hours to do these, about 8 to 10 hours to do each video, so I have to find the time for it. So anyway, let's talk about the inflation rate for the US as an example of what's happening around the world. The inflation rate here in the US, the way they calculate it has been changed 20 times since 1970s. So that pretty much makes these figures worthless. But we'll go ahead and tell you what the inflation rate is according to these phony numbers. As you know, the inflation rate is the rate at which things are going up in price. Let's talk about the big one that's been going up in price relentlessly for the last couple years, and that's food and things we put inside of us. Things like coffee. Coffee is now going to go up 9% higher than it is now. Apparently, I don't drink coffee, but people pay about $3 a cup. It wasn't too long ago that it was only 25 cents a cup. All food is going to be going up 3 to 33% higher than it is today. And you think it's high now. I think that we're going to see a lot of vegetarians coming out of this inflation. Meat and poultry and dairy are going up higher than any other food commodity. And let's talk about fresh water. Water inflation is skyrocketing. The cost of water will be going so high that you will literally have to forego showers just to save on water bills. I can't find any numbers for that yet. So oil inflation, or the price of crude oil, of course, is going up because of the oil that isn't coming out of the country of Iraq. The stolen oil of Iraq has now been shut off again. Apparently we're getting mixed signals that the oil refineries are up and running, and then some say that that this ISIS group, that's another US-born terrorist group, is apparently taking over a lot of the oil fields, so we don't really know what the answer there is, but it's going to cause inflation in the price you pay for gas. People are noticing gas inflation all over the US now. It could go as high as 30 cents higher than it is now in just a few months. It doesn't sound like that high, but in the overall scheme of things, that's pretty high. Okay, and a bipartisan, meaning Democrats and Republicans here in the US, are both mulling over putting a 12-cent a gallon tax on top of the already expensive tax that's put on gasoline and other oil commodities. Okay, and let's talk about electricity here in the US. Apparently it's about to go up 13 cents a kilowatt hour all over the US. And the recent household income in the US is down 7%. Do you feel as if something is going to go wrong shortly? Okay, let's bring up another subject. Here in the US, we have 280,000 to 970,000 abandoned oil and gas rigs just in Pennsylvania alone. The problem with that is that each well is leaking methane, and there are so many wells leaking so much methane. They don't leak that much methane, but altogether they're leaking quite a bit. This is causing greenhouse gases to shoot up. Methane gas accounts for about 20 to 30% of the greenhouse gas makeup, and it's a very powerful greenhouse gas. It takes about 20 to 30 years for it to get out of the atmosphere. So I'll be trying to put on a few more videos. One thing I wanted to talk to you also about was what YouTube is doing to YouTube, or what Google is doing to YouTube. I have no idea. Once again, it's hard to get messages. Right now I'm showing 3 on the comments, but it's only showing me 2. But I appreciate all the comments. Hopefully everyone else can see the normal amount of comments. And just remember, if you want your food costs to be as stable as possible, go organic, vegetarian, locally grown, locally produced food, and items around your local town in small independent stores. Stop putting the money into these big box stores, which are really causing food inflation and other inflation throughout the world, because they have to pay for all this additional shipping cost from buying food in China and having it transported over the oceans to other countries. Ridiculous, when you can grow it right there in your own country. Anyway, let me know what you think. Until next, let me know if you guys are seeing inflation where you live. Let me know what's going on. That includes rent. Is your rent and car payments and insurance and all the rest of it going up? And how is it compared to your income? We just wanted to see how close inflation is getting to the point where people won't be able to afford things in the masses. Till next time.